Hi, everybody. Welcome to another brand new episode of Did That Age Well? This is the Dun-Dun-Dun wedding edition with my little favorite penguins right here. Laura and Annie, my all-stars, welcome back to the pod.
Oh my God, thank you.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah, so excited to be here.
And I do. Ladies, we were just talking off mic and now we're going to bring it back on mic. Laura has a very special story to tell us about someone that she has threatened, and I'd like to know more.
Yes.
I fear I've built this up too much, but
okay, well, we'll cut it if it's bad.
Cut it if it's bad. My building downtown, as we all know, the Central Business District is a dying entity.
It is, yes.
And my building was bought probably like 3 years ago. And I think that person thought it might be a profitable endeavor to buy a building downtown.
Huh.
They also seem like to have an ayahuasca presence online. So they may have been high. But they evicted all the tenants except for us because we have a government contract with the thought that they could make it a like residential building.
Okay.
Now,
people would live there.
Who in their right mind would live in this location? Unclear to me.
This is the building downtown.
Yes. Then they did apparently no due diligence, didn't realize that it can't be zoned for residential, something like that. So now we are essentially the sole tenant in this like 20-story building, which is kind of haunted.
That's so haunting.
Yeah, it's haunted.
Very, very haunting.
And the wheels are falling off.
Wow.
On the building? Is there toilet paper?
Barely.
Is there cleaning people that come into your one suite?
Also barely. A roach fell from the ceiling last week.
No.
Yes.
No.
So one thing that has been the bane of my existence is like doors never work.
Oh.
So after hours, when you exit the building, you cannot go out the door that's for the after hours exit. You have to exit through this like an alley that is highly unsafe, especially when it's dark.
Right.
And there's my main concern is really rats.
Are mine.
She's got trauma.
Always top of
Our
mind.
girl has trauma.
Oh,
there's this blessed cutie little security guard, and he caught me the other night, like a week ago, when I was just in a like unbridled rage about our building. Yeah. And he was like, "This door is not working," and I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw a fucking brick through it, and that will solve the problem. Go ahead and tell the management company that."
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, that was too much, but I didn't want to back down. So I just like left. And so I saw him tonight, and I went up and I was like, "Hi, I just wanted to apologize about my behavior last week regarding the door."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Was it with me?" And I was like, I mean, sir, you're like the Doogie Howser of security guards. You have like 3 very large diamond studs.
Yeah.
I don't think I've mistaken you for like the man who also sits here who's like on death's door. And I was like, yeah. And then so I kind of like had to retell the story of how I like
You're like,
threatened.
So then I said this to you.
Yes. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, that was me." I was like, "So sorry." And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh,
okay." And
have a good night.
If you, listener, are getting evicted from your office building and you need to move your things out of your office, hire Spider Moving Company, sponsor of this episode, because they do not just residential, but also commercial moves.
Wow.
And so I wish I would have caught your fellow office mates for this.
Yeah.
So we could have told them about
seriously.
Spider Moving and Storage, but I guess we can't. Now it's just for you, listener, and your friends.
Yeah.
Spread the word. And thanks, Spider, for sponsoring this podcast.
Thank you."
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Laura, I'm glad that you owned it. As they say in The Real Housewives, own it.
Own it.
Own it.
Yeah.
I just need you
Meredith
to
Marks
own it.
would never.
Meredith Marks would never. Girl, Annie, I can't believe that you're not catching up on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
I know, I'm not caught up because I've been watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah. I binged that in like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I'm learning that I struggle with attention at times, and so
She does.
yeah, that's why a lot of things. But with the show, like I struggle to keep up with TV sometimes. Sorry,
But the good thing about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is you don't need to pay attention.
It's definitely like a headphones on and walk around kind of show. Like, I don't necessarily have to be watching it. But I also just
Wait, are you watching
can't
on like
get
a
enough.
personal device?
She's watching it on her iPad.
No, I'm watching it on my phone.
You watch it on your phone?
I
thought
watch
you were
all
watching
TV on my phone.
I thought you were watching it on your iPad.
You're gonna lose your vision.
At least.
How am I going to lose my vision?
Because
from
you're
that?
looking at...
Yeah.
You should see me, literally. That's how I watch everything.
Oh my God,
is
you're going to have like
this.
carpal tunnel or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
I
actually...
have tennis elbow.
Yeah. From
I'm
holding
not
the phone.
actually holding it, though. I usually perch it on something.
Annie, you have
televisions?
You have a couch with
I know,
cup
I have a
holders in it.
TV. I
Yeah.
have a couple TVs, and I could even use my computer.
Yeah. And
But
you don't.
If you're a boomer, you could use an iPad.
If I was a boomer, I could use my
See,
an
I really
iPad.
thought that you were watching on your iPad this whole time.
You thought I was watching it on an iPad the whole time?
Yeah.
Because
No.
it's like,
Just
I
my
mean,
phone.
sometimes when I'm like drying my hair or something like that, I'll
Yeah.
Yeah.
throw my phone up.
Yeah.
But like as a general matter,
I think that it's because it's it's like the fastest thing. Like
It's
I
right
gotta
there.
take if it catches my attention, I need to be like boom, like okay, I
Yeah.
want to watch it right now. But I do think that show is like top tier reality. Like maybe it's just for me personally. Like
Yeah.
those girls really put it all out there. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like they really are so thirsty for that fame that they're just
Yeah.
like being
Yeah.
like way over. Like sometimes I'm like we shouldn't maybe be putting that out there.
Yeah, I saw this meme yesterday. Sorry, don't know who to credit to, but someone was like, the stuff that the secret lives of Mormon wives share, like you couldn't get me to share it
I
if I had a
know.
gun to my head.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
they
They
just
put
freely
it-
share it.
They all do it. I just feel like too like
But the interesting thing about that show that I love is that the men on the show are trying to manage their image more than the women.
Yeah.
And they have no idea how badly they're coming off.
Oh
you see
my
that
God.
dad
They are the
talk
most
hat that the one guy
vile.
was wearing.
They are the most vile men on television.
They are.
They all seem to be like
That man
tiny,
Dakota
Yeah.
fills me with
Oh my God.
talk about unbridled rage.
Yeah. I feel like,
too. Ugh. Have we seen that relationship a million times before?
girl,
though,
that's what I was just
For
about
some
to
of us
say.
that have been in that.
How
many? How
in the community?
How many have been in a relationship like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
Right.
Oh,
But yeah,
God
bless
her.
them.
Yeah.
Bless
Bless
them.
them. And I can't wait to see Taylor on The Bachelorette.
Oh my God. Well, a friend of ours saw her in person recently. Chloe.
Shout out
her-
Chloe,
yeah,
friend
she-
of the pod.
Shoot.
Big fan of the pod. I don't think she was filming, but she was with a person walking around.
Oh
She
my
was
God, do you
with
have
a-
a
I don't know
whole
if I can say
spoiler
it.
for Bachelorette?
I don't know. Maybe I do. I have a photo
Okay, but share off the pod.
Off
Sure,
the
off
pod.
the-
off the
Behind the
record. I'll show
paywall.
you the photo. I'll have to find it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Off the record. How exciting.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put that on there.
You know what?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm-
think anyone.
That's the goal of the Bachelorette.
No.
That's what we all want for her.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait. I'll join Bachelor Nation for that.
Yeah.
Like I may watch
I
it.
haven't watched Bachelor since like high school.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it might be time to revisit just for that season.
Yeah.
So, gals, we are here to talk about weddings. We're here to talk about wedding crashers. And what a perfect opportunity here in our little tuxedo t-shirts for me to ask you, what is your history with wedding crashers? Also, have you ever crashed a wedding?
Well, speaking of high school,
Speaking of Maryland,
there's
Baltimore.
there's so many lines in this movie. Some I knew were from this movie that are
Yeah.
still part of my lexicon.
Yeah.
Like
Hooters?
because I'll find you.
Yeah.
But there's other things that I'm like, oh my God. Like I have specific memories of my high school friends being like, shut your mouth and you're talking to me.
I
Yeah.
know. What a time.
What a time.
I mean, I'm from Maryland, so like,
course.
I thought
crab
about you
cakes
the
and
whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, she's gonna be so excited.
But there's Ma the meatloaf. Like there's
yeah.
so many lines that
Yep.
just were also like, is that still part of people's personality? Or are we in such a turnover universe that like there's a new line every day? But like,
No, I think it prevails.
Me at that time, like when a movie like that came out, your whole vocabulary came from like
Yeah.
Will Ferrell
Media.
movies.
Yeah.
well, now it's like with TikTok, like sounds go viral every day.
Yeah,
And so, like,
Right.
back
I think
then
there's
we
more
had to wait
turnover.
for. Yeah, but back, those phrases, they really
Yeah.
stuck with us.
I mean, I've been dying to bring back uncut jams for years.
You could try.
I could try, but it's like, don't try to make uncut jams happen.
Yeah,
That's what I'm afraid
Yeah.
people will say.
yeah.
Annie, what about you?
My experience with this movie, well, I definitely didn't see it when it came out because in 2005, I was still very much like my parents would never watch this movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it till I was older.
It's not part of your Mormon
It
heritage.
wasn't really part of my Mormon
Yeah.
secret life. Actually, I think that I probably watched this and that was part of my secret life.
Yeah.
But it's a movie that Armando loves,
Oh.
which doesn't really shock. But then we watched it together, like this time around. Like, it had been a long time. I watched it twice.
Of course she did. She does her homework.
And then I actually was like, I should probably watch it again today.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I was like, I couldn't be bothered.
Flipped it on your phone.
I could have just put it, except I don't have
put your
Armando's
headphones on,
Prime
girl.
account on my phone.
Oh my
and
God.
that's what I need because I'm like, I can only watch certain things because I have certain streaming
It's on HBO.
passwords.
It's on HBO Max now.
It's on HBO.
Yeah, as of like I don't know when.
But
maybe
that would
after
mean I'd
we
have
bought
to
it.
track
Yeah.
down that password as well and then put
yeah.
it in my phone.
that's tough.
So
can
right
join
now
me
I'm
on
pretty
Max.
limited to Disney Plus
okay.
and
Peacock.
Peacock.
Okay.
But so we watched it, and there were same thing with the phrases. Like, I remember like being in school and being like hearing those things you were saying, and knowing that was from a movie I couldn't watch.
Oh.
So I did a little bit of inner
you have a
child
lot of
healing
that?
for
Yeah.
this.
Did
for
you
this
have a lot
movie.
of that growing up? Things
Oh,
you were left
yeah.
out of?
Oh yeah, I mean like
so sad.
wow, yeah, I mean. When I not necessarily like, left out of, but more just like references that like I remember when The Waterboy came out and like
God.
Titanic and all those movies when I was like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade and people talking about them and being like, I can never watch a movie like that.
Wow.
I saw Titanic with my parents and still remember the shock of that sex scene coming on the
so
movie
sorry.
with them next to me in the theater.
That's
Yeah,
really
that was like a
tough.
real core memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I loved this movie. I don't know if I loved it as much on the rewatch.
Yeah, it
Yeah. It wasn't as funny.
No.
I didn't think
I
it was
laughed
really
maybe twice.
yeah.
Like genuine laugh.
What did you laugh at?
I laughed at what is it? Big Tree Fall Hard or something like that. I laughed at Big Tree Fall Hard, and I laughed at Will Ferrell's cameo at the very beginning when he's like, "Oh, you should have said who you were."
Yeah, with the nunchucks.
When he's like, "I was gonna nunchuck you," I gave a little giggle.
Yeah.
That was it.
I thought I was going to LO. Well, I watched Old School not that long ago.
Oh.
And Old School still made me like lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my god.
So
Another
I had
movie
the
I've never
same,
I know.
Well, you'll have to watch it and then listen to the episode of
Yeah.
Did That Age Well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
So
friend of
I
the
had the
pod,
same
David Bory.
expectation of lols.
Yeah.
And
I had a high expectation too.
You know what
didn't
I
think it was that
wish?
funny.
Greg really lolled.
I wish that they would have had Luke and Owen Wilson cast as the brothers.
That would have been really funny.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I like the older guy.
Yeah.
I call him the older guy.
Luke
His brother.
Wilson?
The older one.
Yeah, the older brother.
Is he older?
I think so.
Anyway, that would have been good. They should. They need Hollywood. Listen, you should
Hollywood.
be listening to Molly.
Yeah, you should have.
She has good ideas.
I liked Vince Vaughn.
What?
I actually
don't-
did too.
You did?
I liked him, but Owen Wilson made me crazier annoyed me more.
No way.
I don't know. I found myself like a little bit attracted to what's his name,
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. As between the two of them, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like for like a moment, it was like quick thought through my head, and then it went out. Like I was like, is he hot?
Yes.
Was he hot? My first thought was,
He was
damn, this
hot.
was so long ago.
He was
Yeah.
hot.
Like I was like, damn. Because then I also watched Nona's like right after that, which is a new Vince Vaughn movie.
Oh my.
that just came out this year, and he is getting older.
Has he had a
is-
Turkish hair thing?
Probably. I thought it was kind of a cute movie,
Okay.
but I was like, wow, like you really flip flopped, but you know, get that check.
Wow.
Hopefully.
I think that's crazy what both of you are saying. And
Wow.
and I can't argue it.
Would
Because
you
I-
rather Owen Wilson?
Yes.
You would rather Owen Wilson
I would rather Owen
or
Wilson.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh my god. That
I
This was
gasped when he came on.
This
the
was
screen.
pre Bradley glow up.
This
though.
was
But I was like,
so
how old was he? Like 20?
But he was just a little twerp.
Yeah.
He was so little.
One of the funniest things in the movie for me was the outfits that they put Bradley Cooper
That
in
is
were
actually
so
so
camp.
true.
They were
Yeah.
very funny. His performance, honestly,
Actually, he was
some
kind
of the
of the
best of
funniest
the movie.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that
Him and
he
his
gave the best
friends,
performance. Oh my
like
god,
the way that him and his friends would talk, like I was like,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I would picture them to talk
yeah,
Yeah.
to each other.
totally.
Like he was wearing this outfit at the second wedding, and that just made me like lol when he
Yeah.
stood up at the second wedding.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think I've ever crashed a wedding.
Oh
That
yeah,
was your
I
second
forgot that I
question.
asked that question. Have you ever crashed a wedding, Annie?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I have either.
I
The thing that I've
don't
heard of,
remember.
and it's always men who do this, bring a woman as a date when they don't have a date, and that
They didn't have a
becomes
plus one.
like
The wedding crasher.
yeah.
Ugh.
People talk
Yeah.
about that for years.
Oh my god, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
If someone did that at my wedding, I would tell everybody.
People
and
are
talk about it all
so
the time.
clenched about wedding etiquette that I can't
Yeah.
imagine that these men got. I was in too much of a place of like this would never happen with too much of the movie, and I wish
know.
I wasn't
Especially
in that place.
like I know that they were trying to work with this DC setting, and they're like, oh yeah, they're like important DC people. He's like the U.S. Treasury Secretary or whatever. I'm like, DC people do background checks on everybody. Like,
Yeah, that was very-
They would never let these people into their summer home without knowing everything about them.
One thing that really bothered me that was like a small point is, and I had forgotten they were divorce mediators.
Right.
Is that what they did? They were lawyers.
That was like the opening scene. Yeah. They're,
Oh yeah, I was wondering what they were doing there.
Yeah, that's their day job. Their full-time job
Okay,
is
shut
not
your mouth
crashing
when
weddings.
you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Like I was like, why are they there? Like, are they the lawyers?
they're
Are they
being
who are they
paid.
representing?
They're mediators.
Yeah.
Oh, they were the mediators. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought maybe.
But many mediators
doing.
are lawyers, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so they're still
So
lawyers.
from the visuals of the movie, they're mediators, maybe attorneys.
Maybe.
They seemingly
difference?
have this. At least Owen Wilson had this pretty nice condo in what
Yeah.
looked like Georgetown.
yeah, they
Yeah.
like
And
lived
then
large.
all of a sudden, over like 2 days with a woman, he like suffers this heartbreak that causes him to not
Yeah.
work for
I
Yeah.
know.
months and months and months and months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
And I was like, "What? Who's paying the bills, babe?" Like,
I mean, he's
are you
getting severance. He's FMLA. He's heartbroken.
But
he's home with
they run this
FMLA.
business together. Like, what?
Same.
Love it.
Yeah,
yeah.
same.
Yeah, that
But-
really didn't add up.
I knew.
You know what though? Okay, I remember watching this maybe 10 years ago, but then watching it twice recently, I was like, I love the son that's like the black sheep.
He's a homo.
Oh yeah.
That was,
that was-
that
that-
line actually did make me, even though it was,
Yeah.
did not age well. It
Of course.
did make me
The
lol.
son
yeah.
that's like, also, can I say black sheep? Is that, I didn't
Yeah.
even realize
No,
that.
I think
like,
you say it's about sheep
Yeah,
and not
It's about sheep.
people. So
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, cut all that. Sorry. Well, that son was like I was like, I ride for him. Like, I
of
loved
course.
that guy.
Yeah, at the the painting of Vince Vaughn, that was something that was still very funny.
Oh my God. Well, I
Of
did.
him as Adam or
Adam,
Eve.
the
No,
leaf.
I guess he was supposed to be Eve, right? With
Oh.
the apple.
Oh,
But-
maybe.
Yeah,
No,
I
I can't
just,
remember.
I think I like not resonated with him, but I felt like more empathy towards him watching
With the
it this
closeted
time
gay
around.
son.
Yeah,
I think that but Annie is always rooting for an underdog. She
Yes.
really sides with the underdog.
well, I just see him as being different from his family a little bit, you know, and just not being taken seriously. And you know, art is important.
And art is important, and you're so brave to say that.
That's me.
That's you. I saw this movie a long time ago and thought it was kind of stupid and felt similarly this time. I too remember the quotability, people saying "shut your mouth when you're talking to me,"
Yeah.
etc. I've always thought that the idea of crashing a wedding sounded really fun. The montage of them crashing weddings is probably the best part of them just like going to weddings. It's like, oh yeah, sometimes weddings are really fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And-
I've been to some fun weddings.
Fun weddings.
I bet we'd be good at crashing weddings.
Oh,
Now that we have these t-shirts, we
look at
should.
us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably you could like probably easily crash a wedding if you just don't sit down.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how you do it. You just don't get a plate.
I have been in like 15 weddings. I could get up and give a fucking maid of honor speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would be like, "Thank you."
I mean, they certainly didn't make any attempt to blend in the weddings they crashed.
No, they said draw attention to yourself in the good way, not in the bad way.
Which didn't feel like it was a good way, but
yeah, I agree. But yeah, I always thought like, man, crashing a wedding would be fun. But it's actually just that like being at weddings can be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Sometimes. A lot of the time.
I mean, I've been to some really long weddings.
Yeah.
Like a church service wedding. You've been to one of those?
My
They're long.
Yeah.
But they're
biggest
so fun.
pet peeve at a wedding
Do tell.
is when there's a long delay between the ceremony and the reception.
Oh my gosh.
You
Yes.
think that you think cocktail hour is too long?
No. Like, have you ever been to a wedding? You know how, like, especially a Catholic wedding or something like that.
They'll have a
and
service.
the church is like, well, we can only do the service between like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, cocktail hour starts at 5.
And so then you
and
have to
it's
just
like,
go
I'll
back
just
to your hotel.
sit with my thumb at my ass for 2 hours.
Seriously? Reapply my makeup?
And that's when people get like
Drunk.
blottoed.
Yeah.
Because then they've not been given food. They have to like go to the bar down the street.
Right. So what else are they going to do?
Yeah. And you've lost all momentum.
Yeah. You got to keep the momentum
You
going.
should be a wedding planner.
You know,
You could do that.
I bet
really
Oh, you
well,
could do that
actually.
for
You
sure.
would be an amazing event planner.
You know what I
Yeah.
always thought would be a way to like print money is to buy a barn in some like mediocre Colorado town.
Yes, absolutely.
That's like a beautiful setting, but like
Yeah.
no one would cares about.
Yeah.
So land is cheap. You
Yeah.
buy a venue, and then you just charge people like $20,000 just to like rent this like shitty barn that you bought.
and say, bring your own stuff.
Yeah,
And they'll do it.
they will.
Yeah. Oh, that would be such a great idea.
Yeah, if anyone wants to
Hello,
invest,
sharks.
Hello, sharks.
So let's talk a little bit about the background. So David Dobkin directed it. It was written by Steve Faber and Bob Fisher. This guy named Andrew Panay was a co-producer. He came up with the idea because when he was younger, in his 20s, he was excited to attend weddings so that he could sleep with women.
That's what he admitted to on the record.
And he said that in the oral history of this movie. I read the oral history, and it is just as bad as you would think. And so he brought it to Bob Fisher and Steve Faber, and Bob Fisher drew on some of his own experience crashing lobbyist dinners when he was living and working in DC, and how he would like make up these backstories about himself, and was like, okay, let's just kind of go with that. But also one thing that was a little bit odd to me as well is that both of the writers said that they had dreams of marrying a girl from the Kennedy family, which is why they built the female love interest around a political family. 2 writers, both with the same weird Kennedy fantasy. A little odd.
That is a little weird.
I don't like that. Something about it.
Something about it just kind of
What
creeps
is
me out.
with that, like the Kennedy kink of
know.
America?
I know.
That's weird. They're weird.
Yeah. Weird. Dobkin also, the director, when he was getting ready to promote this movie, the marketing at the studio was like, hey, you guys, we're a little bit worried about how we're going to market this movie because we think people will see these guys as misogynists, and like, how are we going to sell that? And he was like, oh no, it's not misogynist. We
Go on.
are. He's like, no. Let me explain to you what misogyny is.
Sure.
He said, no, this is seduction.
Imagine you're the marketing woman.
Oh my God. And you say, okay. All right, then go ahead and explain to me what it is. He said, these men, they seduce you. That is what we want them to do to the audience as well. This movie seduces you.
Well, we were kind of seduced.
I was just gonna say I was not seduced, and then I was like,
I did have a quick flying thought through my brain that he was hot, so I was slightly seduced
I
for a
was
moment.
mostly like, these people are so fucking annoying. Like,
Yeah.
there was this dialogue is so of this time.
Yes, I
Yes.
kept thinking, like, I was like, this is what, it was very
Like,
2005.
Their banter back and forth.
Oh my God, yeah.
And sometimes it really works. And I guess for me, when I first watched it, it worked. But at this time, I was mostly like, okay.
It's not how people talk
enough.
anymore.
I mean, I did laugh. Probably one of the times I laughed was when Owen Wilson said Hooters. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like that cracked me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, that really
Wait,
got
when
me.
did he say
When he's
Hooters?
coming down the stairs and he's like, says to Vince Vaughn, he's like, the mom just showed me your Hooters.
Yeah.
That cracked me. I was like, I'm going to start bringing back the term Hooters.
I like that a lot,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I kind of want to bring back
Yeah.
Hooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, try it out.
Did
I
this
don't know,
film
maybe.
popularize motorboat?
Yes.
I think it really
that's what did.
popularized
Yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was from this film, but
Yeah.
that was part
I
of
think
my...
it
Yeah.
existed before, but I think it really hit the mainstream.
It became like part of what we said.
Yeah,
Like, that
and
same
Motorboat
time.
lives on.
Yeah, Motorboat
It
does
really
live
does.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in my life.
Oh, good for you, Greg. Shout out
For
friend
some
of
of
the pod.
us.
But yeah, it was a huge commercial success. It was like the highest grossing film of that year.
Wow.
It is credited as reviving the R-rated comedy.
I did, in the small amount of research I did, I saw that marketing, the same bitch who cared about misogyny, was like, we should try and make it PG-13. And he was
Right.
like, no, we can like get away with all.
Right.
It's
Well-
going to be bad. Which I agree.
Yeah.
I saw the
It should
uncut
be-
version.
Wow.
Uncut
I
version
saw-
of what?
Naughty.
I saw the yeah. I'm trying to think what was uncut. I think there was just boobs, maybe a little bit more
Yeah.
boobs.
When they threw the ladies down on the bed,
It was-
which is
yeah.
an iconic scene.
Yeah.
Was that Raw Dog? Was there bras or just
No,
tits?
that was titties.
Yeah.
that was
Oh.
titties. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
boobs everywhere.
Wait.
Yeah. Take
In-
us.
In the version I saw, I think it was... No, it was... I think it was boobs.
Okay, yeah. I wrote.
mean,
I know. In my version it was
Did
because
you
I
see
wrote
boobs?
down titties. So
Yeah, it
I
was-
think that was.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's when I had to turn it off because I was watching it with the kids.
She was not watching it on her phone.
I turned it on the TV.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
that's
saying.
why it's not on my phone because I don't have Prime. So
Yeah.
I have to watch it on the TV.
Yeah.
But then as soon as that I was like trying to turn it off because I was like, okay,
Annie
this is
pauses like
yeah,
mid to...
yeah, I was like, I can't read my nails. I'm like, I can't figure this out. But
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, this is I probably should have turned it off sooner. But they're not really watching. They can't really sit
Right.
still in that way.
Totally.
So they're just kind of bopping around. But anyway, that's when I turned it off.
You said, "Uh-oh, we gotta,"
I was like, I have to draw the line somewhere.
and we draw the line at titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that saying that this movie revived the R-rated comedy is maybe a bit of a stretch, but it really did transition us from like the era of rom-coms to the era of bromantic comedies. Like we went from like the late 90s and
Superbad.
early 2000s, like really female-centered movies to like the women characters in these movies simply act as like placeholders to either be like
Yeah.
sexual objects, sexual
Yeah.
conquests, and to move the plot forward so that these men can become closer with each other.
Yeah.
I agree, but also Rachel McAdams was the best actor in this movie.
Rachel McAdams and Bradley Cooper both, I think. Well, Rachel McAdams was probably the best.
Bradley Cooper was still like in a hyperbolic place. Like
Yeah.
was not like a serious
Was that
actor
his first
in
role?
this.
It was one of his like first major roles. Like he had been acting before that, but this was kind of a breakout.
This was the guy that he was like very much a character actor and
Yeah.
like doing stuff like this. I think until Silver Linings.
He was
Yeah,
doing silly
pretty
little
much.
bits.
Yeah, like a fuckboy character actor.
Yeah.
But wasn't
Sorry,
Rachel
Bradley.
McAdams was also like this was at like her height of like Mean Girls and The Notebook and all that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
This
I
was
mean-
like a big time for her.
Okay, can I say
Yes.
saw some parallels here between Wedding Crashers and The Notebook. For instance, Rachel McAdams making out with guys who she's not engaged to on the beach.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Men
The
writing her.
biking, when I saw
The
them on the
biking?
bikes, I said, this is very Notebook. Also,
Oh.
do you ever like get in like bike crashes with as like a flirt? That was a weird
That was weird.
flirt.
That was a very weird
Like, let me just
flirt.
ram you with a bike?
Yeah.
No.
He said, if I can't ram you, I'll ram you with a bike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, he really fell in love with that woman very quickly and
One
then
day.
obsessed over
Yes.
her.
Okay, yeah. Here's another
And then
piece
tried
of
to
beef.
steal her from another man.
Here's the piece of beef I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that we're supposed to see, of course, Bradley Cooper's character as the enemy. And yes, he is. He's
He's a
a piece of
dickhead.
shit.
What's his name, Chad?
Sack. His name is Sack because his full name is Sackler.
Oh my
which
God.
was really funny.
Actually, that is news to me. I didn't know that.
I didn't know he had a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did have a name,
Yeah.
and that name was Sack. Huge shout out to sponsor of Dude IDK, Spider Moving and Storage. I recently used them to move into my new place and couldn't be happier with how efficient they were. They were so kind. They made it look so easy, and it was just top-notch experience. So definitely recommend that you check them out if you've got a move coming up, residential, commercial, local, cross-country, anything in between. You can get a free quote at spidermoving.com, and you can give them a follow on social media at Spider Moving and Storage. So Bradley Cooper Ballsack was like just an annoying guy, right? He was a bad guy.
Yeah.
But if I were to tell you, okay, ladies, so I met this man who lied to me about his identity. He fell in love with me, and he has been writing me letters. He's been sending me gifts. He's been calling me. He's been like contacting me over and over again, and I haven't responded. And then he showed up uninvited to my engagement party because I didn't respond to him. Mm-hmm. You guys would say SOS.
Yeah, we would call.
This is a dangerous situation. You'd say this man is dangerous. You
Yeah.
wouldn't say, oh my God.
Yeah, I would say this man is
how
dangerous.
romantic. You would say,
What the
get
heck?
away. You would
I would
say,
say we need to call
we need to call somebody.
someone.
Yeah.
I also think it's interesting that they made it seem like Owen Wilson was wronged by Bradley Cooper.
Right.
When, like, this is his, like, longtime girlfriend, then fiance.
Yeah.
And Owen Wilson, I didn't remember until I watched the movie. Oh, he's known her 4 hours?
Yeah.
And he's like, which also the wedding day.
Oh my God.
They're at the Washington National Cathedral. Then they're on the water. They have like full dancing, dinner, whatever. And then they're like, let's go back to the house, play football, have another sit down dinner. Like in what world?
Yeah.
It's not the next day. It's the same day.
Yeah.
And then we're supposed to feel bad that he's like being shut out at dinner and not able to like pursue his like 4-hour love interest.
I know.
Yeah.
It was very confusing
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the story they tell you, it kind of goes, and like the narrative they're trying to create kind of goes against like normal human stuff.
I just logic.
Logic, like
decency.
yeah. Respect, like,
Yeah.
and then you like show up at our house and you like upset. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like danger.
Danger.
And then he ruined his whole life.
Yeah,
He blew up his whole life.
he did.
Yeah.
And then didn't he go back? I should have rewatched it because now I kind of forget. Didn't
No,
he
it's
go
okay.
back? And at the very end, he like goes into their wedding.
Yeah. He goes to,
He gets into it with that guy.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he kind of was invited to that wedding.
He was invited
Yeah,
to
he
that
didn't
one, but he
technically crash that
he
one, but
arrives late and
he causes a scene.
kind of makes it about himself. But I
Yeah.
know that his friend was like, "Look, it's okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised after like Christopher Walken did all of that talking about like
thought he was
eugenics and like being like, wow, we're good breeding. They're both from good families, two good, great American families coming together. They're going to be perfect white babies. And then he seemed perfectly fine with the fact that Gloria, his other daughter, was marrying this fraud that he kicked out of his house. He's like, well, you know her. She wants what she wants.
Okay, actually,
Yeah.
I forgot. That one scene was funny when he was like, let's evolve our relationship. And she was like threesomes?
Yeah.
And he's like...
And he was like, yes, but also...
I think this was Isla Fisher's, I was going to say breakout role, but I don't know if she's like a huge
What else has she been
success.
She's been in like a number of things.
in? Oh.
And none of them can come to the top of my mind at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. she's kinda one of
Inexplicably, I
those.
follow her on Instagram.
Oh,
She was married to Borat.
I don't know what happened.
That's right.
That made me do that, but I'm always like,
Yeah.
oh, that lady.
I wonder what she's up to.
What's her name?
Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. She's so pretty.
She is really pretty.
Let's talk about her character a little bit. So this is the classic women are crazy. Stage 5 clinger, that came from this
Stage
movie.
5 Claire. Yes.
Yeah.
There were so many things
The
that came from this
disrespect
movie.
towards women.
The disrespect. Okay, so we are told that this woman is a virgin, and that is why she is in love with and becomes a sexual monster with Vince Vaughn's character. And then later she comes forward and says, no, of course I'm not a virgin. That's just what guys want you to say. And he seems, I mean, he's upset because he's been lied to and realizes, oh, lying is not good. But also, we're supposed to, I think, like, feel relief, like, oh, well, thank God she didn't have sex with him for the first time, because now she's...
So I thought what the interpretation of that was that she told him, I'm not a virgin, and then all of a sudden he wanted her more. Because she was just like, yeah, I was just having you on. And then he was like, oh, if we're both bullshitting.
Right. I think that's it. Because he was saying, like, oh, well, if I want her and she's crazy, then, like, I'm crazy too. And that's hot.
But her crazy came off like, maybe she's like, has a little disability.
I was going to say, like, she's, like, totally infantilized.
Yes.
Like everything about
Even
her.
how she talked. It was almost like a little bit
I
uncomfortable to
couldn't
watch.
wrap my mind
sometimes.
around how old she was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Poor Things. Do you guys remember that movie with Emma Stone where she's
Yes.
like a girl in a human woman's body?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It reminded me so
Totally.
much
When she
of
was
that,
like,
where
I'm
I was like,
gonna bounce on you.
Yeah. Like
yeah, it was a lot like that. And of course,
Of course, men love that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I
why this
love
movie was
that.
really just made
Yeah.
for men, I think.
100%. And the whole like date rape of it all.
Yeah.
A lot
yeah.
of, I mean, in
From
really
both
the first,
her and her brother.
yeah. A lot of casual attitudes toward date rape.
And the mom was a bit of a sexual
and the
predator.
mom.
Which Jane Seymour. Did you all watch
He was
Dr.
so-
Quinn, Medicine Woman?
Yes.
No.
I did watch that.
I can see that being
That
Mormon
was Mormon approved.
appointment
Of
television.
course.
Yeah.
Yes.
We watched that. It was like Sunday nights or Saturday
Oh my
nights
God,
it
yeah.
came on.
It was
and
like Touched
we
by an Angel.
watched it. Yes, of the same vein.
They were
you should
probably
go
back to
back
back.
and Dr. Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do
It's
it.
set in the
She's
West.
beautiful.
I'm in,
She's
a
so
place,
pretty.
I'm in a place of the Old West. I just read Lonesome Dove, so
Yeah.
maybe Dr. Quinn's next.
Yeah.
In the oral history, they also talked about how like every woman in Hollywood around that age auditioned for that role because
Yeah.
there are so few roles for women in Hollywood around age 50.
That's fucked up.
So that's fucked up. Also, like, I thought that she was supposed to be like way older. She wasn't. I thought that
No?
they were playing her to be like,
How old is she supposed to be?
I don't know. I think it was just like the way that they played her that I was like, oh, she's supposed to be really old because she's like such a cougar.
Ooh,
I think in real life, Jane Seymour had children at like 49.
Incredible.
Yeah.
what women can do.
That's so true.
I mean, really.
Come on. Even in the first like 90 seconds of the movie, the divorce mediation, when the guy, like the ex-husband, there's like an ex-husband, ex-wife arguing, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she takes some pills and he's like, oh yeah, go comatose for me, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Didn't have to wait very long for the first.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dark.
One thing I'm noting that I wanted to talk about
Oh, yes,
Oh, she
please.
that
notes?
bothered me throughout the whole movie was Owen Wilson's hair.
You didn't like it?
We did
Yeah.
not once see his ears,
Yeah.
which
bet
is
he
natural for a woman.
I bet he's self-conscious about his ears.
So, well, I'm glad you said that.
Oh.
I was like, something's wrong here. Like,
Sure.
no
Something
one
is
saw
amiss.
this and was like, yeah, I love this, like, fucking ugly hairstyle where
Yeah.
he's got, like, his ears.
I'm
was
looking.
right
I'm
there.
looking behind. Oh
He
wait,
was
no.
right
Now
there.
it's.
That's why I was like, I
Oh.
need to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
He'll pop
turn
out.
to the next one in a minute.
Tell me when it's back because
will.
it was so distracting once I started. So then I was like, does Owen Wilson have fucked up ears? Does he do this in every
Yeah.
movie? And then I looked and normal
No
ears.
Normal ears.
Really?
I mean, no, relative to his face. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
he is.
Oh.
Look.
Oh. Turn around now.
Yes. His ears are covered the entire movie.
Yeah.
Who made that choice?
I don't know. We need to talk to whoever was in hair and makeup
Yeah.
because that was
Because
a
they look
weird
like
choice.
earmuffs.
They do actually. That's actually
It drove me nuts.
yeah. And thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
And that's how a
Listener,
conspiracy begins.
if you watch, get it out of your mind because
Owen
you won't be able to
Wilson's
unsee
ears.
it. You won't be able to see any ears.
He doesn't have any ears as Lightning McQueen either.
What's Lightning McQueen?
When he's a
The
car in the movie Cars.
Pixar movie. When he's Lightning McQueen.
Wait, can I tell you guys
Speed.
something?
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys something? I once went on a date with somebody who had seen the movie Cars over 200 times.
That person is me. That was the
What?
first hyper focus
But
of
you
my
have
family.
children.
Yeah.
Did he have children?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
Did he, she, they have
Wait.
children?
No children.
That sounds like a
volunteer this?
ritual.
Yes.
That sounds
Yes.
like a ritual.
Volunteered that information day one.
And okay, and did you ask why or?
Yeah. Did you follow up questions on
that,
that?
I've seen a lot of movies that I like. Never. I don't think I've ever approached 100
Yeah.
Can you imagine though?
No.
Wait, what happened next?
Oh,
on their
I
phone
was
or
like-
on a TV.
I was like,
does he have Disney Plus?
I was like, oh, I was like, there's no way. Are you serious? And they were like, yeah, like anytime I have a bad day, I watch Cars. And for a while I was going through a really rough time and I watched it like every day.
Get a psychiatrist.
That sounds like a real intense trauma response.
Yeah. Yeah. I said,
Did you go on a second date?
no,
Was it the Cars?
it wasn't not about the Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyways, that's a real Lightning McQueen. I mean, imagine.
I mean, obviously, I've never seen Cars. I'd never even heard of Lightning McQueen.
Well,
Honestly,
okay,
it's a
so
pretty good movie.
It's
Like-
a really great movie.
yeah.
It's about a car named Lightning,
Yeah.
and he is like the up and comer. He's kind of like an up and coming, speedy little car, and he goes on an adventure. And you should watch it sometime.
You know,
It's
Rascal
really
Flatts,
cute.
Life is a Highway.
Yeah, Owen Wilson is
They
the
made it
voice
for that
of
movie.
him. Also, Larry the Cable Guy is a tow truck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
although
not, you can.
you'll never
I'm
watch
sorry. I'm
Watch
already
it with
tuned
your
out.
nephew. You have an he's coming up on Lightning McQueen age.
He
He
is.
is. So that's about the time I remember. Armando and I remember the first time Bodhi ever saw that movie. He was like Cars, like
Yeah.
he was
Okay.
like mesmerized
We're in a place
and
of like
obsessed.
dinos,
Ooh.
but
yeah.
maybe.
Cars are coming up next.
Just turn it on. It's got a pretty gripping beginning.
Yeah.
It's got a real. It
Okay.
really gets you.
Okay.
It really
Yeah.
well, I can relate to your friend.
Yeah.
Because I've probably seen it that
Not
many
friends.
times.
We're not friends. We're not in touch.
Someone you met.
I always think that's so weird when someone's like, "Oh, well, we went on a date and we just ended up becoming really good friends." Or like if I would go on a date with someone, they'd be like, "I just see us as like friends." I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
I'm just not in the business of making new friends."
Yeah. No new friends. We're good. We're stacked.
That's weird.
yeah.
I mean, I make new friends all the time.
You do. And I honestly, so do I. But we can't help ourselves.
You know,
I try not to.
I know. And it's hard. We
I'm
try
trying
not
not
to.
to
And
either.
against all odds, here we are still racking them up. Okay. Let's see. What do you guys, okay. What do you guys think, in addition to just having a lot of empathy for the gay kid, what do we think about all that?
The gay?
One line I wrote down was "big dyke, huge dyke," which I assume Grandma said that too.
Grandma said that.
Yeah.
I honestly am so over the old
Like
person
senile old
racist.
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I just don't need like the bigoted old person as
Yeah.
like a punchline.
Well, they knew it was wrong when they wrote those lines because, like, even
They had her deliver
Rachel McAdams was like, "You can't say that, Grandma." It's like, so
Right.
you know it's wrong
yeah,
or insensitive,
and
or,
you know that they're like, oh well, we want to say it because it's funny,
yeah,
but we have to
this
give
is
it
how
to
we-
grandma
yeah.
because old people are racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, it's like they
they're
wanted
like,
to say it, so they just said it that way.
yeah, exactly. And then they put it on this old person and be like, oh well, you know,
Well,
it's
she's
not
drunk.
us. It's
Yeah.
not us who are like, we're not the homophobic ones. It's old people.
Yeah, I think it's just like a low level of humor.
Yeah.
I did laugh when she said homo, though. I don't know, for some reason. I think it's
Yeah.
her voice.
think
Okay,
so.
sorry. Sorry, shoot me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shoot,
okay.
shoot me. She would have. Remember, she was about to. She was about to shoot those guys.
Oh,
She
yeah.
came out with a gun.
She came out with a
Yeah.
shotgun. I
She
forgot
came out
that.
with a shotgun.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
Threatened
Yeah.
to get them out. Yeah.
I'd like to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
When you're
Where they
old.
say, Grandma, what are you doing with that gun?
Who like unexpectedly will just like shoot like
Who will throw a brick
Who will-
through an exit so
yeah,
that you
like,
don't have to.
people don't know that I'm a fuck around and find out kind of lady.
Yeah.
I think they do though, but
Actually, I think they do.
I think, yeah.
yeah,
But,
well,
but in a good way.
but maybe a shotgun
Yeah.
would solidify that.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I just
agree.
came at people with a shotgun,
I really hope that
but in this day and
somebody
age,
like tries to bamboozle you so that you can threaten them.
Someone did, and she declined.
Yeah.
Oh, she declined that offer.
You
She
did. Somebody did
declined
try to
that
I
bamboozle
just got
you.
into it with someone on Poshmark,
Oh.
but she won. So
Oh, did
I'm
you
so
try to return
sorry.
something?
she tried to
She
return.
tried to
something.
return
Oh.
something. Thank God you won. Poshmark
This-
can be mean about that.
This
Yeah.
bitch, I cannot believe they let her return it. And I was
Wow.
like, it was like $90 this woman paid.
Okay.
It is not worth fighting me.
Yeah. Do you know how much my time is worth?
Yeah, I had to go to UPS. I had to find a
do.
box.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, the boots aren't lined. It's like fur-lined boots. And she's like, they're not lined on the toe.
What?
And then she says that makes them redundant with my closet.
Probably because they didn't
What?
work out for her, and then she was just
Yes.
trying to find any
Yeah.
reason
Yes,
to.
but I thought Poshmark didn't let you return. So then I got
No,
shitty
they,
with
like,
her, and I
almost
said
always-
next time I got really like shitty and also sexist with her. I was like, next time I sense hysteria in a buyer, I'll
Good. Thank God you
like
said that to her.
say, oh, women are hysterical.
Yeah.
I said
And
I
then
will, I will save my time because this was not worth the effort.
And then she
Damn.
sent the emoji of the water guns.
Actually, she didn't respond, which made me more mad.
Oh God.
I was like,
that-
fight with me.
Oh my God. That boils my blood.
Yes, because this woman she really had shown signs earlier than this.
Yeah.
Because she was like, the tracking number hasn't showed up. I was like, because I dropped it at UPS
You have,
and
like,
it's
time to do it.
USPS.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what UPS store did you take it to?
Oh my God.
This
and I
woman
have the
sounds
number.
like just
and then
crazy.
she called the UPS store.
What?
How do you know this? She told you?
Yes.
Block.
And I
That's
should
a-
have
This
known.
woman is not worth.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you went through such a saga.
Yeah. And I'm like,
That's-
keep them. I don't want them back.
Oh
But I
my
wasn't
God,
gonna-
what a nightmare. No.
Wow.
Decline.
Decline that offer.
I declined.
Wow.
Yeah, but I couldn't. Poshmark agreed. Even though I fought. Which, have you ever had a Poshmark dispute?
Yeah.
No,
Because
but they almost always side with the buyer.
you don't talk to Poshmark directly. You put it in like the mutual conversation. So like complaints that you have
Yeah.
about the other person
Yeah.
or just in
In
your
the
conversation.
Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, it's
Which,
pretty wild.
Had I known she would have won, I just should have like gone full bore. Like,
oh, for sure.
but she also has my address and name.
Oh, that's true.
I have hers. Let's go hang her house. Anyone want to go to
we
Connecticut?
Oh my God.
Connecticut?
Road trip.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever been to Connecticut.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
been there.
I've never been there.
Not on my list.
I mean, it looked exactly like Massachusetts, which
Yeah.
is where I'm from. But when you live out there, those states are so tiny, and especially when you're Mormon. The only reason I've been there is because I've been to Mormon
Missionary.
stuff there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Door knock?
Oh. No, I didn't do mission. I went to some sort of like Mormon woman girl event there.
Yeah.
But there's so few Mormons that like probably every Mormon woman in Massachusetts
like-
went to Connecticut.
Yeah.
New England Mormons.
Yeah, like it's such
Yeah.
a small
Okay.
community there.
Yeah.
So,
So you were like alone in not being able to watch Wedding Crashers. And
yeah, I was like the only
Knitting
kid at my
on
fucking
Sundays.
school that
Yeah.
didn't get to watch it, and
Yeah.
now
So
you're bringing it
sad.
up again. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But
No,
we're
it's-
doing inner child work here.
We
we're
are.
healing. We're healing.
You know, there's some movies. Okay, I know that there's a lot of movies I've missed, and there are movies that I'm actually okay with missing
Wow.
because I'm like that movie, and when I finally saw it, kind of sucked.
Wow.
But then there are movies that like I didn't get to see that I finally got to see that were really good.
And it's like so kind of special as an adult being like, oh my gosh, I appreciate this now.
Like I saw Dirty Dancing for the first time when I was like 30,
Oh my God.
just a few years ago, and I was like, this movie is amazing.
Dirty Dancing slaps.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
an incredible movie.
Like I was like, wow,
What
like,
a
that was a
film.
good one. But I do feel like Wedding Crashers I could have probably just never seen
Yeah.
and
You
like
probably
been
could've
okay.
kept going on
I could
with
have
your
kept
life.
going on with that one.
Yeah. I feel bad we haven't really talked about it, and I know people love it. And
yeah.
Greg thought it aged well, or he thought it aged okay, but he thought it was
Greg.
funny.
Greg is incorrect.
How old was Grant? Like when this came out, it was probably
He's
like
in college.
Yeah, it was probably like his movie.
This movie
like,
was truly made for Greg.
And I wanted.
Isn't he from Baltimore?
I think that's why I'm so against it. Is I wanted it to like reignite, and there was things in it that I'm like, oh, I remember my guy friends saying that, or I remember,
there was a lot
saying
of
that
cultural references.
you know, even when he was like erroneous on all accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does
so
that
there
mean?
were some good lines.
Erroneous. What does erroneous mean?
It's like it's an error.
Is that erroneous?
Error. It's spelled,
Arrow? Like an error?
It's spelled like error.
Erroneous.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really
adding it to my vocabulary
It's
now.
not really a word that people
Don't really use it that often.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you?
I mean, do you?
In law talk, yeah.
In law talk?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Among
you
lay
say the
people.
government's assertion was erroneous.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know what? You know what law term I got really familiar with?
Go on.
Preponderance.
Oh.
Yeah, the
You know what that
preponderance
means?
standard.
That's really good.
Yeah, I kept reading it over and over again, and I kept having to like break it down to like read it out loud because it's like a long word.
Long word.
Yeah.
Preponderance.
And it's not one that you see every day if you're not a lawyer.
Yeah, I finally broke down and asked a lawyer, what does that even mean?
More likely than not.
More likely than not, bitch. Yeah. By a preponderance of evidence.
Yeah, less than beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the highest standard in the law. And if you're ever on a jury, never
That's criminal,
beyond a reasonable
right?
doubt.
Criminal is by
But
reasonable doubt.
only for a jury.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of other like findings the judge has to make. Preponderance.
Preponderance. Well, I know that now.
Now you know.
Yeah, lesser standard.
Yeah.
Who made that up, though?
That word?
Just anyway, never mind.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A law person. Maybe Alexander Hamilton.
Still never seen that either.
You haven't?
Never.
Oh, Laura
God,
loves
I
Hamilton.
love
I've never seen
Hamilton.
Hamilton. I know nothing about Wicked either.
You
I thought maybe your nails were
Girl,
a wicked
I need
moment.
to put something on the record right now.
Put it on the record.
Put it on the record.
I have these nails that everyone is asking if they are wicked.
And?
I don't know shit about that movie or the play or the book. I've never seen it. I have I'm not a wicked person. There's no shade. I just have it never gripped me.
Yeah.
And I never saw the first movie. And no, they are not wicked, but they do seem wickedy. And it was just kind of the time. And
Isn't this what Ariana Grande does to Cynthia Erivo when she needs support?
Yeah. She says, this is holding space. She said
Annie needs me to.
she needs her to hold space.
I do. I could
This
just
is my
burst into
burn on
tears
my
right
hand
now.
from where I.
Dude, I sliced my finger
After.
open the other day.
I mean,
Oh my
Thanksgiving
God.
does you in.
Right.
We're out here cooking, cleaning.
Yeah. I just fell down the stairs.
I'm
time of year.
so
It is that time
sad
of year.
that I didn't see it,
Yeah.
but also happy.
I think there is an
Like
uptick
I was like,
in
she needed
depth.
privacy
Yeah.
in that moment.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that I didn't see it.
You know, I did there was a period of time I think that I was like cursed, and I thought I had broken the curse, but clearly it's come back. There was a period of time where I fell down the stairs. So, do you guys remember this? Like, I
When
was
did you fall
falling
down the
down the
stairs?
stairs constantly.
Well,
For some reason, it's so embarrassing.
I know. No matter what, it is so embarrassing. Whether you're alone, whether you're with other people, it's so embarrassing. There was like
it really,
Because
it really humbles
if
a
I'm
woman
alone in my
immediately.
house, my cat's there, and he's always like,
and he's like, and you're like, you're a
like,
cat.
girl, what are you doing?
Stop looking at me like that.
Yeah.
You lick your own asshole. And
Yeah.
these pets look at you like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing for you. I fell down the stairs one time on New Year's Eve. And I was going into a basement and
Party.
and there was
Were you wearing like a shimmery dress?
I was wearing
with, like
a true
a real
shimmery
New
dress.
Year's
I don't
Eve
even
dress?
know if I can bury her this. I'm
Keep
already
going,
there.
keep going. Tell me more.
I'm in a shimmery dress. I'm walking down
She has
concrete
champagne
stairs, babes.
Wait, 2022? When is this?
This is
you have your
going
little
into
headband on?
2023. No, it was going into 2024. This is New Year's Eve 2023, 2024. I'm walking down these concrete
and
stairs,
what kind of
guys.
shoes were you wearing?
I was wearing little boots.
Okay.
And
a little booty.
I'm going into a basement full of people, probably 20 people. Okay?
Okay, at least
And
it's not
I'm
more.
clomping down the stairs and I fall on my ass and go doom, 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 down the stairs. It's like it was like a record scratch moment where everyone's like, what just happened? And I'm like, I'm okay. You guys, I'm gonna show you
There's a video?
after. No, there's not a video. The photo of the bruise on my ass.
I believe it.
Okay, this is
insane. But it was within like a 2-week span. I fell down the stairs 3 other times.
What is going
within 2
on?
weeks? I don't know.
okay. This is
I
really.
I felt like Melissa McCarthy and Lulu Diamonds when she's like, "Why don't you come upstairs and see me up there sometime?" But she like can't get up the stairs because she keeps falling. I felt like her. I was like, "Oh, that's."
Could you
that's
enjoy
me.
the party?
Yeah. Other than that, the
anyone
party was
yell?
good. Did anyone yell?
Yeah.
Like, "Oh my God, she fell." No, it was more like a hushed like.
Everyone
Oh my
was just,
God, are you?
When I fall,
Everyone was kind of like waiting
I
to see.
hate when people are like, "Are you okay?" Or like if I trip, I'm like, ignore that I tripped. But you know,
it's so
my
awkward
kink is
to
people
ignore-
falling.
I know
love
it is, but
I
it's
know.
like so.
But I was very kind
awkward
and did not laugh at you.
ignore.
You were very kind.
It's really awkward to ignore when someone like trips to just be like, "Oh, as if I didn't see that." You
Well,
know?
I fell downstairs.
I mean, if you're like with like a friend, you know, if I see a stranger almost fall, I'm not going to be like, you know.
Well,
I laugh at everyone that falls.
Yeah, I
Except for
recently
you, I didn't laugh.
texted a friend I hadn't
Until
texted
right
in a
now.
while.
Yeah.
And last time I saw her was at her home. And I had kind of a Sophie's choice because she was like, our floors have been like recently refinished and they're
Yeah.
very slippery.
Oh my.
So you might want to be careful in your socks. But it was chilly.
Oh no.
So I was like, it's fine. And then I went down her stairs. And thank God it was only like 2 stairs, but
my
I
God.
slammed so hard.
Yeah.
So then, of course, I sent her a picture of my bare ass
Of
with
course.
the bruise.
Yeah.
And so I got her Christmas card yesterday, and I texted her like, "Oh, I love the
Yeah.
Christmas card," and like above it,
Yeah, it was
it
the photo
is
of
my
your
bare
bruise.
ass.
Oh,
And
I
was
can't
like,
wait. We're gonna have to do some exchanging.
I'll show
of
you.
the photos. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that with me, so
Yeah,
that we
you're
know
not
we're all
alone.
human here.
Yeah.
You know? We're all human.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's circle back to this movie, okay?
Okay. Let me see
Do
if
you
I-
guys get horny at funerals? That's a thing that Chaz, Will Ferrell's character,
Ma the
notes.
meatloaf is, I think, the best line in the movie. I want to say that when he's like, "Ma, the meatloaf."
It was just okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like okay,
Well, I mean, the best line among like,
yeah, it's like
but I feel really
Big
shut
Tree
down.
Fall Hard was kind of funny.
Ma the
Big Tree
Meatloaf?
Fall Hard.
Yeah.
I actually, funny you say that because I bought all the ingredients to make meatloaf today.
Inspired by
Really?
this?
No, just intuitively.
Subconsciously.
Yeah, like I was at Sprouts and I was like getting pork and beef and I was like, I think I'm gonna make a meatloaf.
Wow.
God, I haven't made it. I don't know if I've
Dude,
ever made a
meatloaf
meatloaf.
fucking is so good.
Yeah, it is
Like
good.
if you get a good meatloaf or you make a good meatloaf, like on a night like tonight.
Do you do breadcrumbs?
Yeah, I do breadcrumbs. I've
My
got a couple different
brother-in-law,
kinds.
he loves meatloaf.
Yeah, I mean I
Is
make
he
it
like
in.
Midwestern?
Yeah, he's from Kansas City.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but if you do like a really good meatloaf with like potatoes and it's like a real cold
Yeah,
night, it's like really slaps.
But sorry,
You guys,
returning to the funeral.
Can you return to my question, please?
Sorry.
Returning
Sorry.
to
Didn't mean
the
to yell.
funeral, no, but I will say I've had some luck at weddings.
Oh, I know you have.
I mean, a
Yeah.
wedding, yeah. Funeral, no.
yeah,
Never felt that at a funeral.
yeah.
No, but also like I think in our age, I'm mostly like, if it's someone my age, it's like devastating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And if
seriously.
it's not, it's like someone's like parent or like
Right.
grandparent or like my grandparent. And it's like
Yeah.
It's like,
not a lot of hotties there.
yeah, I'm just
Loving to my uncles, but
right. The thing that's awkward about funerals is that like your family's probably going to be there. If it's like someone older, it's probably someone related to the family. And I'm not trying to meet men around my family.
that said, I did once make out with a groomsman who was engaged at a family wedding.
I do actually remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah. I was in my cups, but
Yeah.
yeah. And also that said, regarding funerals, if you're a party Catholic, you get as drunk at a funeral as you do at a wedding.
Oh, big time. Oh, you know what? That's another thing I wanted to bring up with this film is that one of the things that feels like unsaid but conveniently skirted around is that
Date rape?
the date rape of it all, like that all they're manipulating these women to sleep with them, and it's like, well, it's a wedding, so obviously they're drunk.
Yeah.
And they don't like explicitly show that, but it's implied because it's weddings, right?
Yeah.
Is that just me being like everyone gets drunk at weddings? Or
No,
is
everyone
that,
does
I think
get
you're
drunk at
right.
weddings. I mean, not us, but people do.
That I had that thought while watching it.
Yeah.
Was that like they go to weddings to like sleep with drunk women?
Yeah, I mean, the thing that like truly didn't age well is like that they treat women like shit.
Yeah,
and
like,
that,
basically
that
that
the
start
entire
yeah.
thing
that
is
the
about
whole
treating
premise of this movie
Yeah.
is that like suddenly Owen Wilson finds one woman worthy enough to be treated well, and by well, it's like what you were describing, which
Yeah.
is like inexplicably trying to destroy her engagement after he
Right.
spent 24 hours with her.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And like bike flirting.
Because he's like important enough.
Or even
do
like
that.
when he realizes that he needs to make a change in his life, it's because he sees a woman who, of course, is unfuckable because she's old. He sees a woman who is older than him crying, having genuine feelings, and being sad at a funeral. And he goes, oh, maybe women are human.
Like that's
Are
what
they?
it took.
Yeah, that's what it took, was him seeing an unfuckable woman crying.
I guess I didn't really, but by the time we got to the funeral scene, I was honestly like, I thought this movie was going to be a lot funnier.
It
Yeah,
was
I was let down.
long, too.
Yeah, it
This
was.
movie should not have been 2 hours long. I fucking hate these romantic comedies where they're like, we just let them improv all of this and we had to keep it all in. They can't edit.
The wedding montage was too long.
Yeah,
The sad sack bullshit in his apartment was
Yeah.
too long.
yeah.
The like, even the hand job at the table was too long.
Way too long. Oh, that part was so hard to watch.
Yeah, I felt a lot of it was cringy.
Yes.
Like
Big
I was
time.
kind of like, oh, like watching it.
Yeah, me too.
I say the hand job at the table was too long, but also like, he's already fucked what, like twice that day.
Yeah.
Just like so, I mean, every man is different.
Sure.
But you've like gotten off twice that day. Then you're at the table, and you're getting off from a hand job that's like 4 minutes.
Yeah. And
I wonder what he's like in the
this is how
bedroom.
she does it.
Yeah.
This is what she's doing with her hand.
An over the pants hand job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, man.
I mean,
I don't even know.
Here's the thing too, is that he talks about how he like has feelings for her and he's like, oh, like she's crazy and I like it. I did not get one inkling up until that point that he was actually interested in her. Like there were some parts where he's like kind of like acquiesces a little bit, but it never really seemed to me like he was in on it.
if you can fall deeply in love and ruin your life over a woman after 24 hours, you can switch like that.
That's so true. That is
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
Forgot that.
I think that he fell for her when she was like, yeah, you're just as like meaningless to me, basically.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
think
this
it
was
was
all an act. And
Yeah.
that's when he was like, wait, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically
Yeah.
every toxic trope in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm hating it more the more we talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say hate, but
Well, why not? It's not like
because it used to hold such like a special place in my heart, and I think
Yeah.
I still say to Greg like, "'Cause I'll find you."
yeah.
But even that, like in the moment, I was like, okay, that wasn't that funny.
Right.
I'm frankly I'm devastated that this didn't age
It
well.
did, yeah. Well, I
Or
think,
maybe
you know,
I aged well,
Oh,
maybe
and the
you
movie
aged-
I aged
maybe you-
past the movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
you aged, matured past the movie.
Yeah.
But I think that, yeah, I mean, same.
And it's not that all of this genre, like I still thought old school was like parts of it that even though it didn't like, there was parts that were offensive,
Right,
was
yeah.
laugh out loud funny.
Well, that's how I feel about Superbad. Like, Superbad makes me
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
I literally, the only thing that made me laugh was Hooters.
Yeah. Honestly, okay, I was talking just a couple days ago about Superbad versus Wedding Crashers, and I was like, you know what? Superbad, while it doesn't age well, there are still some parts that are so funny, like the fact that that kid's name is McLovin. Like that is
Yeah.
that will always be funny. That will always be funny. That's so stupid and funny.
Superbad's a smarter comedy, I would say.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one truly just hit on every trope, every beat was so
Like, I would hate to meet the maker of this movie.
yeah.
Like, who?
Just
What
someone to be
man
like,
made
oh,
this?
it's not misogynist.
Yeah, like I'm like I don't. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you, but I'm like, who is this guy that wrote this? What the fuck?
Yeah, and like in the oral history when he's talking about how it's allegedly not misogynistic, he's like, "Oh yeah, these guys like they like seduce these women, and by the time that they actually have sex with them, it's like a magic trick. You know, it's like you don't realize that that's what they've been trying to do the whole time." And that's what I'm trying to do with this movie to our audience. And I say that's your explanation for why this isn't misogynistic?
What's part
That
of the
they're
movie is a magic
magicians?
trick?
The fact that like once they
That the
actually
men
have
are
sex
being
with this woman.
fuckboys at a wedding is
Yeah.
a magic trick. Got that.
Got it.
But it seems a bridge too far that I am being tricked by this movie. I wasn't tricked.
yeah.
Has
And
he
she's
made
not
anything
tricked.
after this?
I guess 18-year-old me maybe was tricked. Okay.
But also, like, those
Yeah.
like, you know, like stuff from our youth doesn't always age the best. Mm-hmm. But, like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes, like, the nostalgia.
It wasn't
of
even the
you know,
misogyny of
it's
this that bothered me.
complicated.
It was
Yeah, it was the hair.
it was the hair
the ears.
and
It
that
was
it
the
wasn't
hair.
funny.
Yeah.
Their banter grated on me
Yeah.
Oh my god.
pretty
I was hoping
quickly.
it would be
Even from
funnier.
the opening scene with the divorce mediation, when they're like having this back and forth, that I'm like, at what point in my life did I think this was like charming?
I have seen Vince Vaughn on my screen way too much the past couple months because okay, so so I watched
He's out of my life.
and thank
And
God for
and
that.
and you mocked us for thinking he was attractive.
I'm saying
Yeah.
you
you
have
have
a
a
Vince
fetish.
Vaughn.
I have
thing.
a podcast where I talk about movies from the past and,
and you
how
just
they hold
happen
up.
to pick every movie with Vince Vaughn.
Have you seen
Just
Nona's?
having Vince Vaughn
No,
month. The
never.
12 days of Vince
12
Vaughn.
Actually, there's a Vince Vaughn Christmas movie.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I think actually one of the
Should we do that?
one of the
Four
writers
Christmases? I
fuck
know.
you guys. One of the writers of this movie I think wrote that movie with Vince Vaughn in it.
So, yeah, they've got to have a crew.
They've got a crew. But
Can you imagine they're, like, behind the scenes?
girl. Vince Vaughn so he was good in the movie Swingers, which was one of his earliest roles. Okay, that and it all went downhill.
I
from
think
there.
because he didn't really have an ego in that movie.
He wasn't Vince Vaughn yet.
Yeah.
he was still just potential. But then by the time that this movie comes around, it's like he's racing to get to the end of a sentence. Like he's like
talked very
I'm
fast.
I'm running out of breath. And I need to get this sentence out now. And it's very unsustainable.
He
to
did
me
do
and
that
my
the
ears.
whole time.
Yeah.
He did. He talked really fast.
And it's like he's always, it's like he's trying to catch up with himself.
Like his mouth was running.
yes.
He seems, and I don't want to accuse anybody
Sure.
of addiction. We know that from Meredith Marks. You shouldn't accuse people.
Of course.
None
But
of us have
he
faced those
seemed-
allegations.
he
and
seems
I
like-
would never face those
He
allegations.
seems like a heavy drinker, heavy drug user.
Yeah.
And that this movie was like the beginning of like a...
You could really see that life was starting to wear on him. I mean,
What
you
are
can
the
see it.
blind items on
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
I think they're pretty bad.
Did he date Jennifer Aniston?
I
Yeah.
just thought
Maybe
about
that's
that.
where I soured on him because
Yeah.
they were in that movie together.
The
which,
breakup.
Have you done the breakup?
No,
Did that
because I hate that movie. I mean, I've done other movies that I hate, but I just really don't want to rewatch it.
Okay.
That is a movie you have a conviction against
Well,
on this podcast.
Molly has a
Yeah,
line.
that's
Okay.
a line, I guess.
But
And that is one of them.
That's one of them,
but she, I think, has poor taste in men.
as we've seen.
And
think
he must
he's-
have fucked that up.
He's the only one that went MAGA, though, of her exes, though, right?
He's MAGA?
He was at the inauguration, babes.
Vince Vaughn?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Okay,
shouldn't be
we
shocked. I know
just-
nothing about him, but...
Can we edit out that Molly and I said he was a try? That
Yeah, can we,
Amy and
like,
I said,
bleep
Yeah,
that?
get my name out of your fucking mouth.
shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
And shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
So
shock
he was
me
at
based
like
on
Charlie
that movie.
Kirk's funeral. Did he speak there? Probably.
Was there?
I assume.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh my God. Oh.
I know.
Speaking of misogyny, but misogyny I can get behind.
Sure.
Like the memes about the magnification of like women's faces,
Oh, yeah.
and like recently Sydney Sweeney went on like
Oh, my God.
got like magnified. And then have you seen Mrs. Dell?
Who's Mrs. Dell?
Mrs. Dell.
Okay.
Who?
Of like Dell Computer.
Yeah.
Recently did like a public announcement, and it's like
Magnified her face.
magnified.
What does that even
but
mean?
she is just shy of like Catwoman.
Oh, like they've had a lot of work
much
done?
work done.
I saw a house in Mexico last week that was built by Mr. Dell.
Mr. Dell, her husband.
Well,
Anyway,
there's a lot of memes going around the internet regarding the magnification of her face and women's faces in general. And I can get behind
I'm
dragging
gonna look into that.
magnified women
absolutely. Yeah.
because they're working against their own interest, like personally, facially, and
Facially,
also
yes.
societally. So,
Yeah.
and my interest.
And it's powerful when they truly wear their insides on their outsides, and it's ugly.
Erroneous.
Erroneous on all accounts.
Yeah.
All
I'm actually really
accounts.
excited for you to start saying that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start remembering these words
Yeah.
and use
These
them.
are good words.
Yeah.
People will think might think I'm smart.
People know you're smart, and they might say, "Wait, are you a lawyer?" And you'll say,
I do
Sometimes
speak
I
some
am.
law jargon.
"You'll
sometimes.
say, I speak lawyer sometimes."
I may not be a lawyer, but I've got them close.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
keep them close.
Recently, as you all know, I was in a 3-week trial,
Yes, she was.
and
Yeah, she did.
the government endorsed someone as an expert. And
The prosecution,
yes, the prosecution
bro. Okay.
endorsed someone as an expert. And my investigator was like, "Okay, you know my cousin Vinny, Mona Lisa Vito, Mona Lisa,
Yes, I do.
Mona
and,
Lisa Vito.
and I said,
Melissa View.
oh, do I?" And she was like, "It's like they're saying that this guy is like her, but really he's like a version of her that's never worked on a car."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Immediate.
clocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And then he was
Like
allowed,
the original expert.
and then
that
he
they
was
were
like, I
allowed to
became a
be
lawyer for
endorsed
this
as
moment.
as an expert anyway. But
course.
that was fun for me because then I
That
got
is
to
so
ask him
fun.
about an interview he gave when he said that he believed in Sasquatch.
Oh my God.
Oh, that
I remember
guy.
you telling us this.
That's
that
right.
was
So I got to say,
I also believe in
so I got to say,
Sasquatch.
so you believe in Sasquatch? He said, yes.
Is
And
that
I
an
was-
unpopular opinion?
And I said, because of the smell.
Yeah.
And he said, oh. I said, because you've smelled them. And he said, no. I haven't smelled Sasquatch. I've never come across Sasquatch. I was like, naturally.
Yes.
And so normally you don't like open-ended a witness. You're not
Right.
like, tell me more about that with someone
Yeah.
you're cross-examining. But I was like,
This guy was on the stand.
I need to know more about
this
that.
is in front of the jury. I said, tell me more about that.
And did he?
And he did. He said, well, they have a very specific smell, and that's how you know. And I said,
But he didn't know what it smelled like.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
Got it. So back to your expertise.
Yeah. So back to you being an expert. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that you got to do that and that we got to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah. There's.
And congratulations on being done with that trial. You worked so hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Women do more
Women
than
can do
get
hard
drunk
things.
at weddings
And show their tits.
yeah,
Which
which
Well, you could.
you can do that too.
no, I mean you can do that too, but you should do it on your own terms.
Absolutely, and not with these clowns.
No, not with a man who can't brush his hair behind his ears.
Yeah, I mean that feels like
Never had a haircut in his life.
a bit of an like
this man is
unprofessional
an attorney or
haircut
like a
for a lawyer in
mediator.
2005. Like that
Yeah.
to me was like seems a little unprofessional for that time for that profession.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so juvenile, and he's like
Yeah.
40 years old.
Yeah,
That's the other thing we ignored is that all these women are like 20 to
Yeah.
25,
Oh, yeah.
and these men are like 40, 45.
yeah, classic.
Like even Will Ferrell, like young Will Ferrell in this movie is like 50.
Do you think that they're still friends?
No,
No.
probably not.
Are
I'd
they
love
in other
to-
movies together?
I think so.
Yeah, can't recall.
Name them.
Name 'em.
Name him.
Name 'em.
I just can't believe Owen Wilson had like the kind of career he had.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's what I'm
People love
saying. The
him.
other one was a great actor, great and Legally Blonde. He should have had more.
Yeah,
Why did Owen get the career?
yeah.
Maybe he had a great career and I just didn't follow it. I don't know.
I mean, Luke Wilson has also had a great career. They're both very successful.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But it would have been really fun if Luke Wilson and Owen Wilson had been in this, had actually been brothers.
Yeah,
this
that
would have
makes
been fun. This would have been
sense.
better if they were actual brothers, I think.
Yeah, and not just friends who pretended to be brothers.
Yeah.
Because, sorry, but these bitches look nothing alike.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
they were brothers
They
the
were-
whole
they
time.
pretended to.
They were pretending to be brothers
I
for
was
the
like, they were
back. That
brothers.
was like their backstory.
That-
was that they were brothers.
Wow.
Which reminds me of like when I was a little kid and I used to like pretend like my friends and I were siblings. We just like tell people like, oh yeah, that's my sister. It's like, okay.
But
That's what it felt like.
That's like all movies, right? Like, it's not often that they cast actors who I'm like, oh, they look like brother and sister.
Well, Owen Wilson just
Oftentimes
is
it's like-
has such a distinct face that you would think anyone who's related to him would also have kind of a distinct face. And we know this because his brother is also very famous.
Yeah.
You know?
And he looks like him.
And he looks like him. That part, I mean, of obviously of all the things that don't age well about this movie, that part we can get past.
Yeah.
The hair in front of the ears?
No.
Just the
Obviously,
brothers.
we'll
like-
never get past that. And
Okay.
that's the number one thing.
That's the number one thing that didn't age well.
Obviously, yes. The most offensive, the most horrendous. It's not the
Sexist.
homophobia. It's not the most sexist. Actually, you know what? It actually wasn't a personal affront to women that his hair was like that.
Yes. To think that someone like Rachel McAdams, who is a goddess among us,
Yeah, truly.
would fall for this man.
Every time they did close-up shots of her face and then his face, I went,
Yes. It's
kept
not
staring at his
believable.
face.
I mean,
Yeah.
I bought that like Bradley Cooper is a piece of shit and like why she wouldn't want to be with him. All that
Yeah.
makes sense. But that your alternative is a man that you spent 24 hours with who lied
Feels
to
like
you.
again, you
Yeah.
would, if she was your friend,
and
you'd
then
say,
has
don't
had
do
no
that.
Yeah.
capacity of no like self resilience to bounce
Yeah.
back after you rejected him,
Right.
and rightly so.
Yeah.
Who's drank himself into a stupor for the past 6 months. It's not like he had a glow up in that meantime. Where if this were, if the roles were reversed, she would have had to like eat healthy, go to the
yeah.
gym.
She would have had a
you
whole
know,
glow
like
up.
get a new job, clean
Yeah.
her house, blah, blah. He does the opposite.
Yeah.
And they're like, but he's the guy for you.
Yeah.
That's this love story.
That's so sad. Imagine looking in the eyes of someone like Rachel McAdams and saying, yeah, this is what you deserve.
Miss me.
Mess with that. Well, ladies, what else do we need to discuss?
Let me just check my notes. I wrote depression spiral. Oh, I did like the line where Vince Vaughn says, "The painting was a gift, Todd. I'm taking it with me."
Oh, he takes the painting, yeah.
You know, he actually, I read it on IMDb that he did take that from production.
Really?
He still has it. He took
Wow.
the painting.
He said that painting was a gift.
Yeah, he said that painting was a gift.
Wow. And he took it.
And he took it as a memento of that time on that movie.
Yep.
The other thing that I don't know if this was from this movie or just a saying of the time when they are saying like, lock it up, lock it up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think lock it up became a real...
Lock it up.
Lock it up. Yeah. I was constantly like, oh, we've been saying that for 20 years. Damn.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know.
I mean,
these
the-
all
the-
came from that
the-
movie.
Yeah.
All credit to the writers for just being like, this will carry on for
Yeah.
It's a cult classic. in that
many,
way,
many
right?
lines. I would say like a
Yeah,
dozen
a lot.
lines.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's crazy is that they don't seem funny enough to stick around, but they have.
yeah.
Not when I watched them this time. They did
Yeah.
not seem funny.
But
enough.
again, like I think it was at a time where like we didn't have like a lot of like viral things.
That's true.
Like,
we
that
didn't have a lot
movies
to
kinda were.
connect to. We
So,
did
like,
not
we
have
had one
Uncut
movie.
Gems.
Yeah.
we didn't have exposure to comedians all the time, like
That's true.
on
Yes.
TikTok and
Yeah.
Yeah. Comedians really need to be out more.
That's right.
We
Which
need
is
more.
why, listener, viewer, you should come support Dude IDK Studios. Rhino, Denver, Colorado.
Is this Rhino?
This is Rhino.
I thought we were in
5
5
points.
I
Isn't
would
5
say-
points the same as Rhino? Hey,
No,
are we in
no.
Are we on
Rhino?
the cusp?
It's considered 5 points.
It's considered
I
5
was gonna say,
points.
this is your old
I am
name.
so sorry, listener.
Rhino's
It is-
the other side of the tracks.
Really?
What tracks
The light rail tracks.
Yeah.
that are right there?
And like the river. It's literally
Yeah.
the other
The river north.
Yeah.
North of
Oh.
the. Oh, okay. Well, my mistake. Dude IDK Studios in Denver, 5 points.
And don't forget.
And don't you forget it. Anything that you want to leave the listeners with, Annie?
I just would like to say that I don't think this movie aged that well, but it is
Get her on the record.
Get on the record, but at the same time, like I think it is like Laura was saying, like it's okay to watch it and like
Yeah.
You won't hate it. You won't hate
like
the experience.
it's a nostalgic movie.
Yeah, you won't
know,
hate
like
the
it didn't age well,
experience,
but it is nostalgic.
listener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to love it. I was like in between my trial weeks. I needed to
Oh,
lull.
Yeah.
And this didn't lull me.
It didn't lull you the way you were hoping.
Right.
Same.
That's tragic. Yeah. Okay. So basically, listener, if you've never seen this movie before, you don't have to watch it. You probably won't have that much fun.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it for nostalgia, just set your expectations
Yes.
at a
That's what I
reasonable
yes.
place. Like, don't expect that you're going to laugh as hard as you did. And you might laugh a little, but it's not going to hit the same.
Agreed.
Okay. And that we're just setting expectations here.
I like that you go, okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Well, my gals, this was so perfect. I feel like we didn't talk enough about what we're wearing, but of course people see it. And if you're not watching this, if you're just listening to it, go ahead and go to youtube.com/addtothatagewell because you're going to want to see.
I actually
fits.
think that I will say on the record that the tuxedo shirt has aged well.
Absolutely.
Like the movie, no, but the shirt, yes.
Honestly, I might wear this.
I'm gonna crop this. I'm gonna wear
She's gonna crop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah.
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 No, I think it's cute.
I think we can make tux happen.
I think we can too.
I love
Okay,
it.
great. Well, listener, make tux happen. Okay. Bye.
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 Peace out.
Molly,